Hello everyone, greetings of the day, and in my today's lecture series I am continuing my previous lecture that is on this how the companies are managing their brands, and it's an important factor nowadays also. So in the previous lecture I have discussed the two approaches of this managing the brands, especially in the case of this brand activation. So in this lecture today I am continuing the same, and this third approach of this brand activation is the feedback from the customers. Yes, it is one of the best ways to get the feedback from the consumer on the products and services offered by the brand by undertaking this sampling campaigns, right? By getting the first hand and this primary feedback, the brand can always tweak its offering and take corrective measures. Yes, in the brand activation, actually the company is directly engaging with the customers, and they want the actual feedback from the consumers. Okay, so this is an important factor while they are just going for the sampling of the brands or the products to the customers, and customers are giving the first hand information. That's an important area by which the companies are actually looking on, and they are just having the suggestive measures and the corrective measures also. If they find certain kind of problems in the product or the brand which are not liked by the consumers or the customers because they are the actual users. Okay, so this is the another approach. Next approach, we have this brand awareness, but brand awareness is not a new phenomena, because brand awareness calls for brand recognition and this brand recall. Because when we are interacting with the customers, we are looking on the faces that how the customers are recognizing their brands of the companies. That's important, and there is an increased level of brand awareness in the market as a whole, and in the minds of the consumers, as the brand activation enables the direct contact and engagement with the consumers. So it's importantly a very important phenomena right now, and the important fundamental right now, and it facilitates the position of the brand as the one that tries our novel and modern methods of promotion and marketing. Yes, direct interaction, face-to-face interaction, one-to-one interaction keeps more engagement with the consumers. Rather, we are engaging the customers through the various methodology available by the companies. Okay, so this is another way, another approach, that's the brand awareness, and you must be very close in the case of this brand recognition and brand recall by the companies. Next, we have a brand positioning. Yes, positioning is important when we are talking about this nowadays. As you know that due to this COVID pandemic, companies are repositioning their brands in the mind of the customers by keeping up the customers aware of about the relevance of the brands and the utility of the brands by familiarizing them with the importance of the usage of the brands, especially in the case of hygienic products and the food products, to increase the immunity system, right? Various pharmaceutical companies are claiming that their products, their hand sanitizers are the better than the other one, right? That keeps you safe and that keeps you hygiene, right? And this is the important phenomena. So brand positioning with the direct reach, engagement and experience that the consumers have with the brand during such activations, and it results in the reinforcement of the brand in their minds. Yes, reinforcement is important factor. Your brand is already established in the mind of the customers, established in the market, but important is that how you can reinforcing the brands in the mind of your prospective customers or your existing customers, and that's important because brand switchers are now more activated as the maximum companies are saying that the best in class. What is best in class, right? This is that every company is the best in class product this offering to the customers, but how the customers judge this best in class, that's important. And that brand positioning in the case of the unique selling proposition, the customers can compare the brands with the other brands, and in the case of brand activation, the companies are working on this factor also. Then ripple effect. Yes, ripple effect is an important area in the branding also. As discussed in the earlier part, brand activation is an integral part of marketing mix, right? And such campaigns provide the necessary impetus, the force to the other online and offline marketing and promotional campaigns conducted by the brand, creating a ripple effect, this bubbles effect. So, ripple effects means we have a bubble effect. And if we are throwing one bubbles on the sky, right, then the many bubbles comes out of it. So when the companies are working on these activation sessions, right, it has a ripple effect in the mind of the customers as well, and simultaneously it helps the companies along with this marketing mix campaigns in the case of online and offline marketing and promotional campaigns also. That's an important area. So ripple effect is also one of the major concern in the case of this brand activation. Long-term effect, that's important. If I'm talking about the long-term effect, so brand activation campaigns are quite distinctive from the traditional and these other ways of promotions. And with the fundamental of the direct reach, yes, direct reach, I'm emphasizing on the direct reach and interaction with the consumers. So its element remain in their mind for a long time, resulting in higher engagement and the loyalty. So these are the important areas, these are the important concerns by which we are talking about the brand activations. Okay, so I hope you like my lecture, and you just be safe and stay at home and follow the government guidelines accordingly, and be healthy, be hygienic. Thank you so much for being with me. I'll come up with more branding concepts and the branding areas